Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so let's start now. So, I'm continuing with the yesterday's case study. So, I'm starting up all there is the windows here. So,
Please share your screen, sir.
pardon me. Hello.
Please share your screen.
Okay. Okay. So, one minute. I'm just okay. So, we were looking into that is nothing but the file count that is carry out the copy activity based on the file count. Okay. I'm just starting off with that. So I think I need not explain you everything. So if you want, I can brush it up. Just a minute, guys. Now, guys, this is the I'll just write it down briefly so that so here you have it. Specifications. So as per this, I want what is that the source data store, source data storage. The source data storage is what is that? Let us use it here. Blob storage, blob storage.
Samir, we are unable to see
Sir,
your.
your notepad file is not visible.
Just a minute, I'm sharing it. The net is a bit slow, guys. That's the problem. So just a minute. Okay, so now guys, next one. Then you have what is it? Uh, Containers. So containers are what? So I'm just giving the containers here. So the containers are what? Input 1, comma, input 2, comma, input 3. So I have 3 containers here. Whereas the sync data store, sync data storage, then use it here what? Azure blob storage. So let it be as it is because I wanted to use the blob storage here only. And container. So containers. So based on this, I'm using it what? Azure. Guys, everyone, Azure blob storage only I'm using it. Sorry. So container says what? Output 1, comma, output 2, output 3. That's it, okay? These are the 3 things I have it. What is it? Storage account. What is that? Data storage account. Data store is Azure Blob Storage. Containers is input 1, input 2, and input 3. And sync data storage is Azure Blob Storage. And I have 3 containers here. That's it, guys. This is the specifications we wanted. So based on this, we have to move further. Oh, actually, based on this, we have to move further, but there is a thing here. What is it? Guys, everyone. So I'm using input 1. Okay, input 1, let us say here you have it. You know all this, what is that I'm going to say. You have at least, okay, 4 files here. And then you have the input 2. Then you have the input 2 with here the input 2 we have with what is that? Input 2 we have it with some 1 file. And then you have the input 3. Input 3. So input 3 we have this with the container, and this container is with 0 files. Can you see it? How many, what are the things you have it? The first one is with the 4 files. Second one is with the container with the 1 file. And the third one is with the 0 files, guys. So now what is that I wanted to do is, first of all, I wanted to find out what is the length of each container. That means what is the length of each container? Length means what? What is the number of files are there in each container? So for that, we will be using, first of all, overall the task is that you want to carry out the copy activity. You wanted to carry out the copy activity only if you have at least a single file. If you don't have a single file, ignore that particular container. That's the only thing. So for that, first of all, I'm using the function called what? Length function. I'm using the function called what? Length function. Length function will return you the length of, what is that? Length of input 1, input 2, input 3. So if I'm using the input 1 length here, what does it returns? Tell me now. Yes. What does it returns? It is returns, what is that? 4. Am I right? Yes, guys, all of you please respond.
Yes, sir. It will return 4.
It will return 4. So whereas if you have the length 0, if you have the length greater than 0, then carry out the copy activity. So for that, I'm using, for that, I'm using, what is that? Another function that is called as what? Equal function or not equal. So I'm using equals. So whenever I'm using the equals function, tell me now, equal functions works when what is that? Yes.
The condition is same, both the condition.
Yeah, for it will work only equals. Okay, equal. So equal, if I'm using it, the equal will work when the condition is what? False. So now I'm using comma 0. Means what? Tell me. Is it equal to that is 4 is
No.
equivalent to 0? No.
No,
So the condition is true or false?
false.
Yes. If the condition is false, then carry out the copy activity. Okay. So it will work till the condition is false. And here it comes, when it comes at this particular point, all of you, when it comes at this particular point, the condition becomes true or false. The third. Yes, guys. Here the condition becomes true or false. Not tell me. Here the condition becomes what? True. Am I right or not?
True.
Is equivalent to 0 or not?
Yes.
Here, when it comes, it will become what's that? Equivalent to 0. So 0, 0. Then don't perform the copy means what? Don't perform the copy activity. Don't perform the copy activity. That's the only thing it means. Am I right? Yes, guys?
Yes.
Don't perform the copy activity. Okay. And the same way here. If you have this one, all of you. So I'm using this equals of, what is it, Javed? Equals of 1. Equals of 1. Okay. Input of input 2. Sorry. Input 2 is there. And this is the input 3. Sorry. Input 3. And now here you have, what is that? Uh,
1.
yeah, 1. So 1 is equivalent to 0 or not? No,
No.
it's not equal. So false, carry out the copy activity. The same logic we are going to apply it right now. Okay. Can you see here, guys? So we can use any function here, equals or non-equals. Any one function we can use it. So guys, based on to this, let's try to start the practicals on this, guys. So what is the title of the case study? Yes, all of you. Yesterday I gave you the valid title. What is the title? Did somebody remembered it? Huh? The title. Please tell me. Hello? Get the or get
Get
file
file
count
count to make dynamic execution of copy activity.
to make dynamic execution of copy activity. Okay, that's it. You have it. So that's it, guys. Based on this, we have to move further. Okay. So I'm using the source data storage is a blob storage, and the sync data storage is also the blob storage. So let us try to create all of them, and now let's move further. So I'm using it. The resource group first of all. Click on the create. So here I'm using, what is it? Tell me now, guys. What is it I'm using? Hello? All of you.
File count execution.
Okay, so let us use a file count. RG. That's it. It's fine. It's working. Click on the review and click on the create. Click on the review and click on the create. That's it, guys. This is ready. So open this and now start up with this.
Container.
Yeah.
Storage counts.
So let's go ahead and create it. Source blob storage. No? So just use a blob here. Click on the create. So let's give it here. Source
Source file count.
source file count. That's it. Source file count is there. I think some of you have created it. Source file count 1. So Bilabna, review it. And click on the create. So guys, it's replying. So let us try to make out the next one. So that is start with this.
Storage count per input.
Yes. Okay, guys. So I'm just starting up with this. So let's click on the create. So the resource group is same, and I'm using the sync file count 2. पानी डाल के आओ सबा, बकेट में पानी डाल के थोड़ा लगा के रख दो. Okay, guys. So just create. Now this is fine. So meanwhile, the source it's preparing, so it's ready here. So click on the storage. So click on this container. And now click on the create. So for the first container I'm creating, that is called as the input. Input 1. So this is fine. So the input 1 is there. So open this input. Let us upload this input 1 with some files. So I'm using upload. So guys, browse it. So guys, that's it now. So I'm just uploading it with some files here. So I'm using airlines, countries, customer south and customer east. So totally 4 files I want to upload it. Upload. That's it. Okay. So here you have it. Now file count, sync file count. So just open this. So anyways, I'm creating one more container here, guys. So I'm creating one more container and the container name is input 2. Input 2. So click on the create input 2. Okay. So I'm just opening this input 2 and let's assign some files on this. Upload. Browse. So guys, let us upload some files. So for that, I'm having some files I'm taking up. Some 2 files now. Sales, routes and claims are the 2 files I wanted to upload it. Only 2 files are there. Upload it. And now guys, I want here, can you see? These are the two files, so I have it. But I don't want to upload any file in the container 3 because I wanted to make it as input 3 as empty. Just to show the logic of the program here. Okay. That's it, guys. This is ready. See, the input container has a 0 files, and the input 1, 2 has the 2 files, and input 3 has how many files? Sorry, input 1 has how many files? 4 files. So here, check the sync, and now containers. So you click on the container, but don't create any container here. It should be empty as it is. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So just go to this. Now start the data factory for the same. Now start up the data factory and now click on the create. So select it here as it is. File count RG. So now I'm using instance. Instance, what is it I want? Tell me. Instance file count. Instance file count. Click on the review. So click on the create. That's it, guys. So now click on the review and create, and then afterwards. So the data factory, I'm preparing it right now. Huh. Tell me, ma. Somebody wanna say something? So redeploy it because the name may be contradiction with the name. So most of the times the names sample. Okay, review it, create it. Okay, guys. So here it's deploying just a minute. So once it is deployed, so we will move ahead. So now the deployment is completed. Just open this deployment, and now let's launch it. Now, guys, let us do one thing now. Just click on the expand tab and create the link services. So how many link services do we require to create it right now? 2 link services. So one for the source and one for the target. What is my source, guys?
Blob.
So just type it here, blob. Open this and now use it here. ls underscore blob underscore source. And now just upload it. Sorry, select the choose the subscription and now select it. Source file count. Test connections. Click on the create. Now click on the new. So here again we have what's it? The blob storage. So just type the blob here. So use it here. Select it. ls underscore blob underscore sync. Select it. Select this sync file count and test the connection. So now guys, this is ready. So the link services are ready. So let's go ahead with the author and now design a pipeline. So I'm just creating the pipeline before we start the development. So I want to just of all create a pipeline. I'm using the PL underscore file count, file count execution. That's it. File count execution is this. Okay, guys. So this is fine now. So first of all, what we require to do is the source and sync container information has to be uploaded into a file that is called as a text file. So I'm taking a text file and then later you know already what I have done it. So just open this file. What is it? Yeah, the yesterday only we have created. Now there is a file. What is the file called here? There is a file called what's it? Config file. So I'm just opening this config file just to show you guys. Okay. Just to show you. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So this is nothing but the config where it stores the metadata of the source and the sync. It stores the metadata of the source and the sync system. So it stores the metadata of the source and the sync system. That is, I have what's it? Input 1, input 2, and input 3. Output 1, output 2, and output 3 is information you have it. Okay. Everyone,
Yes.
that's it, guys. You have it. So just leave it here as it is. So now do one thing now. Once it is created, what is it I wanted to do is, so just do one thing. Go to the source and even upload this one into the source. So click on the new container. I want to create one more container. So this container name, I want to give it as a config container. Click on the config container. Yes, guys, everyone is there.
Yes.
Config container and open the config container and map it to the map it to which file? Tell me now. Config file which you have created at the external source. Am I right, everyone?
Yes.
Guys, I want a reply from all of you. You people are following or not?
Yes.
So our config under this I'm choosing this file. Okay, that's it. So now guys, this is the thing you have it. That's it now. Fine. So just to go back again. So how many containers are there right now? Tell me.
4.
No, first of all, I want to start the development now. For starting of the development, I wanted to look up onto this particular config folder and wanted to know what is the exact information and structure of your source and sync. So for that, I'm using the activity, first activity. That activity called what is that? Tell me now, all of you.
Copy activity.
So use the lookup activity, guys, everyone. So use the lookup. Drag and drop the lookup. Okay. So use the lookup activity. So now I'm using the lookup activity, guys. And this lookup activity should point it to the pointed to the config file. So I'm using it the general. So I'm using, guys, everyone, look upon config some LKP, guys, LKP on config container config file. Okay, so select it here as it is. So select the settings here and now create a new data set. You don't want to first row as only, because I want all rows to be selected here. So select it here. So click on the browse, and now here you have a storage as a blob storage. So now blob storage is there, and now you have the file as a delimited file is there. And now give the name of the file. So I'm using the file name as what? ds underscore, guys, all of you, I'm using it.
But
ds,
there is Excel option is also there, right?
yeah, but there's not Excel, no? It's an Excel or CSV file. I've already saved it to CSV yesterday. I remember it. It's yesterday's one. Okay.
Okay, okay.
ds on config, ds underscore config. Okay. Select the link service, browse it, config, CSV only. So now everything is fine, guys.
Yes.
Debug. Till here you have done it yesterday. Am I right?
Yes.
So today we will continue and finish it off.
The JSON. Right?
Yeah, the output is in the JSON format. So this is the entire information it's giving you. So copy it. One is enough. Okay, just copy this. You know already. So now, guys, just copy this because this information you may require it right away. So guys, I'm using it here in the file. So guys, here you have what is the total. The count is 3. Okay. Everyone, the count is 3. Based on the count only, we have to move further. So the count is 3 anyways. Okay. The count is 3. The count is 3. So here you have what's it? Source container and the sync container. Okay. Source container and the sync container. So we have it here. Okay. So this is that. You can see it. Now, further, I wanted to process this lookup. So lookup returns how many items? Can you tell me, guys? Lookup returns how many outputs here? How many items it returns? Tell me now.
3.
3 items. Lookup returns how many items, guys? Everyone? Everyone, lookup returns how many output? How many items?
3
This is,
eight.
yeah, this is called as one item, and this is called as a second item, and this is called as a third item. Totally, how many items it's returning right now? 3 items. So these 3 items, I wanted to process it for each. So for that, put the control for each. And now use this one. That means now I wanted to process it one after the other. Now I wanted to process it what? One after the other. So now just put the control here. Now just map it. First of all, map it here. Now for each activity is receiving how many how many items as an input? Tell me now. For each is receiving how many items as an input? 3 items. Am I right?
Yes.
And that you want it in which manner? Sequential manner? Yes, of course, sequential, one after the other only I want. And now just select, put the control and add dynamic contents. And now just give the condition for it. So from where you, okay, from where you get this and what is the condition for getting it? That means we should get it from the output of, can you see here? Can you see here? I want what is it? Output of the lookup. Am I right? Output of the lookup dot value, you have to use it. Dot value. Value means what? Tell me now. Value means the whole
JSON.
value. source container input and sync container output. Okay. That's what I wanted. So just put the control here. Click on OK. Now, guys, okay, everyone. That's it for each item. So I'm using it. Now the condition is ready. Go inside for each. Use the pencil icon and go inside for each. Now here you have what's it? For each, within the each, every source container internally contains some file, you say. Here, am I right or not? Every sync container contains some files here. Sorry, every source container contains some files here, internal some files. So if you have those files, then only you have to process it. And if you don't have, can see here. So can you see here? If you don't have this, so if you have, that is nothing but source container has the input 1, input 2, and input 3 are the source containers. Under that we have the files, whatever it may be the files. But suppose I'm the third person, I don't know who created this, how many files are there, or how many things are there. I wanted to know basically, can you see here? Before processing itself, I wanted to know what is the structure. What is the structure? Because actually we need not use any this activity, but directly we can use the if control statements. I can use it here, if control statement. But before the if control statement, today I wanted to add one more. That is nothing but activity that is called as metadata activity. That activity is called as what? Metadata. So metadata activity is similar to lookup, but lookup will return to you what? The contents of each container, but metadata will also return you child items. So now guys, can you tell me, here you have a, can you see here? Here you have a input. Input 1 is a parent and files are the child. Can I say like this? Yes. Can I say like this?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? Because here can you see the out here you have it, the basically whatever the thing you have it, these are the parents. Open this, open, every parent has a child here. But here the lookup activity, does it returning you the child? I'm using the lookup activity, so it's giving you what? Input 1 and output 1. But further, is it giving you any more information, guys? Further, any more information you are getting it or not?
No.
Yes.
No, no. See, I'm just going to the pipeline now. Put the control here. Just to see here. Output. So you have only the containers information. You have only the containers information, but you don't have any information related to the files here. And now I wanted to know what are the files also we have it. Whenever you have such as a case, what are the files you have it? So what is it you have to do? So we have to use like this. Can you see here? So you have what's that? Source container, input 1, sync container, output 1. Source container, input 2, sync container, output 2. Source container, input 3, sync container, output 3. But there is no contents within the output 1 and output 2. Output 1 and input 1. So for that, I am using another activity. Go inside for each. For each, will process one after the other item here. Okay. So after this, what is it I want? Tell me now. So I want the next one. Guys, I'm using an activity called metadata activity. So get metadata activity. So get metadata activity is similar to the lookup activity. The advantage is that here it will return you the child items as well as child items. So now, so get metadata. So use it here, everyone. Get metadata. Okay, I'm
So
using what's it?
can we directly use get metadata activity if we means if
Get metadata folder. Please
if
tell me.
we yeah can we use directly get metadata activity apart from using lookup activity every time?
Yeah, we can use.
There is some importance of lookup activity as well, right?
Yes, of course. So what is, first of all, what is that I'm using it? Lookup with the you lookup. I'm just finding out the structure. That is stage wise. I'm going at stage wise. First of all, I wanted to know what is the structure of the first stage. That means what is the input and output containers you have it. Once you have decided, then I'm processing it to the for each. That is process it like an item one by one. Further, I'm processing that one by one to what is it, get metadata to evaluate the child items here. Okay. So for that, I'm using this settings. There is no data set is available, so I'm creating the data set. But here you can use the generic also, but we don't have the generic ones. So what it is always recommended to use the generic ones. So I'm using the blob storage here. Select the blob storage and now select the CSV file. That's it. Get. Okay, so I'm using it ds underscore get child items. Get the child items. I wanted to use what's that? Child items. Child, what are child items means files. Select the first link service, browse it. Because now I have all three containers are there. So you can't select it any one container. Am I right or not? Hello.
Yeah.
So let's
Yes.
parameterize them. So let's parameterize them. Okay. So click on OK. That's it. That's because whenever your multiple containers are there or which you cannot handle it right now. So then immediately you have to go with the parameterization concept. Okay. Now open this. So parameters, open this data set. So guys, first of all, parameters. So click on this. So can you see here to get the containers from the to get the child items from the containers files from the container, we have to first of all parameterize the container itself. So far I'm using ds underscore src means source container param. Select the connections, put the control here. Now I wanted to parameterize it. Fine, everyone. Hello.
Sir.
This is ready now. Now you're going to get. So what is it? You have it. This dynamically go to the pipeline. Now here you have to give input 1, input 2, input 3 like this. If not,
Parameterize.
you can hard code it. The first is what? You can hard code it. If not hard coding, you can just put the control here.
Dynamical.
Add dynamic contents. Get metadata is receiving the value from for each. Na?
Yeah.
So select this for each. Item dot what? Item dot source container. Am I right?
Yeah.
So item dot source container. Paste it here. So click on OK. That's it, guys. And now come down, everyone. So just select the field list. New field list, argument, child items. That means files I want to get it. Child items. That's it. Now, guys, that's it now. It's done now. Almost all done. So that's it now, everyone. So if you want to check whether you're going in the right path, just see here. Debug till here. Yes. Okay. So I'm just processing this. So let's process this. So now guys, can you see it? The get metadata is there. So I'm opening. See the output. What are the child items you have it in the input 3? You don't have any child items. Am I right, everyone? Guys,
Yes, 0.
that's it, 0. So, but here, what are the child items?
Input to 1, input 1, 3.
Child items are planes and roots, na? The files I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Child items, airlines, countries. These are all called as what? Child items. Am I right?
Yes.
That's it, guys. So here we have it. So, anyways, copy any of the output just for information. So copy it. So I'm taking up. If in the same notepad file, if you want, you can just give it. Okay. I'll differentiate it here. Output. Output of what? All of you. Output of? Hello?
Get metadata.
No. This is the output of lookup now.
Oh, sorry, existing.
So now let's give it here.
Samir, where we have used equal and non-equals, like formula equal and non-equal. Not
You
equal.
have not used it yet.
Okay.
You have not come to that again.
Okay.
This exercise is not yet over.
Hmm.
Or else I would have stopped it now. Seema, this is fine now. So further, now go ahead with this. So if the length is greater than 0, everyone, if the length is greater than 0, then execute the copy activity. Am I right or not? Huh? If the length is less than that is equal 0, stop the copy activity. Am I right or not? So for that, I'm using,
Yes.
yeah, for that, I'm using the statement here. What's that? If then else statements. So use if condition, drag and drop the. So now I want link up both of them, link up both of them and start. What is that? If the condition is true, you start it. If condition is false, you just start it. Am I right or not, everyone? Hello.
Yes.
So click on this activities and now start this. Condition, the expression, what's the condition you want? You have to write it
Yeah,
here.
dynamically.
So that's it now. So guys, here you have it, everyone. So now, first of all, you have to do what? Tell me now. You have to you have to use, decide whether you wanted to use equals or non-equals. If you are using equals, then you have to use what's it? False. Am I right or not?
Yes.
If you are using equals, then these things will, you have to use false. If you are using non-equals, then you have to use what? True. Am I right?
Yes.
So now let's go here to the false. Huh? I'm using equals, guys, now. Fine, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you want the equals, so let's do one thing. False. So go inside. So let us do one thing now. If such is the case, let's go inside the false here. False. Okay. If false, do what?
Copy file.
Everything.
Okay. Yeah. If it is a false, guys, if it is a false, then perform the copy activity. Okay. That's the only thing. So for that, now use a copy.
Samir, sorry, I don't get it. What is the condition? If false,
If false, then carry out the copy activity. That means why it is giving you a false.
if there is no file, then copy or what?
Files, see, equivalent to 0 now. Length of input 1, if it is equivalent to 0, so it is 0 or 4. 4 files are there. 4 files are there. Now the conditions will become false now here. Am I
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying that 0 is equivalent to 4. It is equivalent to 4 or not?
Not
No. So the condition is false or true here?
false.
That's it. If false, carry out the copy activity. Getting my point?
Yeah, got it.
Yes, ma. Are you clear with this? Very simple logic, guys. If it is true, then carry out. If it is false, then carry out. If it is true, then stop. But if I am using not equals, everything is based on this only, the function and this one only. Am I right?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, got it, Samir. Thanks.
Okay, that's it now. So if you are using not equals, then you have to use the true here. Then you have to select the true instead of that. So go here inside for each. Insert if it is a if I'm using there as a equal functions, then you have to go with the true. If I'm using non-equals, you have to go with the true. If you're going with the equals, I'm using with the what's that? Tell me now. I'm using the false here. So now and now once in the false, so this is the general. If you want, I can write it here. If condition based on what is that? For more clarity. If condition, guys, if condition uh if condition based
On false.
based on false
It's equal.
uh with
It's big.
with equals operator. Okay, with equals for just more clarity, I'm writing this with the equals operator. Okay, now fine, everyone. Hello. Put the control here on the activities. Add dynamic contents. Now here write it down first of all. Equals. You have to use the equals functions now. So use equals EQ equals. Huh?
Hmm.
Can you say equals is there or not?
Yes.
So use it here. At the rate equals. First argument is length, na? Equals of length. You have to find out the length now. Length. So equals of length. Length of what is it? Tell me now.
Container.
Length of child items, na?
Yeah.
Files.
Yeah, files. Length of child items. So use it here. Child items, where you will get it?
For each.
Get metadata activity. Let's come back. Outputs. So get metadata output. Get metadata Just a minute, guys. 1 minute. Put the control here. Now, the output dot. Okay, output dot
Name.
dot child items. Am I right? Comma 0. Now, is it fine now? Hello.
Can you please
Yes.
repeat the formula?
Uh,
Formula, can you please?
you want me to repeat the formula? Equal functions. I'm using length of activity get metadata. That means length of what? Get metadata. Okay. Dot output and check the child items and 0. That means what? The same condition, whatever I've written, the same condition I'm writing it.
Okay.
Okay.
It is 0. It will show the false. It will also activate.
Okay.
Is it
Yes,
0
sir.
for false, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Okay. That's it now. If equals, it returns true. If not, false. So it is equals, it returns true or false. So now in this case, it may be false. Okay, whatever it may be, after the condition is processed, it will do. So click OK now. That's it now. Fine. Now, this is the condition for if. Now go into the false first of all. Go into the false now, guys, everyone. Tell me now. So
Yes, sir.
here we have to use the false or true now. Now tell me.
False.
Very good. So use the false here. So go to the false. False. And now under the false, use the copy activity. Simple, whatever I explained you, I'm executing it, guys. Nothing else I'm doing. Am I right?
Yes.
So select the source. Practical implementation things will be like this only. So click on this new and now sources blob. So that's it. DS underscore. Tell me now. Source.
Underscore blob.
That's it. Select the ls underscore blob. Browse it. I want to parameterize again. Containers are there now. So let's parameterize it. Okay. So click on OK. So now, guys, click on this. Open this. So parameters. DS underscore src container underscore param. Select the connections, put the control here to the container, add dynamic contents, select it here, click OK. Go to the pipeline. Now it's asking for the value. Am I right? Hello.
Yes.
Pipeline, the same value it will ask you in the pipeline. So put it here, add dynamic contents. So now again, this one, okay. So what is it? The actual value you're getting for this one from where? From the metadata or lookup. So can you see it? So use it here. The containers output is only coming by lookup now. So just select the lookup here. So here, okay, so I'm using it at the rate item for each, na? So I'm writing it at the rate item. So can you see directly I can write it here. At the rate item. Item means what for each, na? At the rate item dot what? Item dot source container. That is one after the other container, it has to process it. That's it, okay? That is input 1, input 2, input 3, okay? Fine, everyone? So that's it, guys. Click OK. So one after the other, it will come now. The same way, go to the sync and process the sync one. So select the sync. Okay, anyways, I have to select the wildcard file path here. Multiple files are there. Select the sync storage and now click on the new. Everyone click on the new and now use it here. Sync is what's blob only, no? Hello.
Yes.
So
Yes.
open this and now give the name here. So ds underscore sync. And now select it here. The sync storage link service and browse it. Nothing is there anyways. I want to create it. So guys, just you want to create it dynamically. So for that, I'm opening this and now go to the parameters tab. So just see here. ds underscore sync underscore container that's it, okay? Go to the connections tab. That's it, guys. Go to the connections tab. Keep the cursor in the container box. Click on add dynamic contents and now select it here. Click OK. Fine now. That's it, guys. Okay. Huh? Tell me, please. So go to the values pipeline and now give the value here. Same story again. Add dynamic contents. So I'm using at the rate item directly. I'm typing it, hard coding it instead of using this item, guys. Dot sync container. You have to use this time. Sync container means output 1, output 2, output 3. So just use it here. Fine. So click on OK. Everything is fine, guys, now? So true. The true means what? The true part is completed. Now go to the, sorry, the false part is completed. Go to for each. So in the true, there is no activity. Am I right? The false, you have configured it all. But I don't want to leave the true as it is. So I'm using an activity called wait activity. If you want, you can use the wait activity or you can leave it as it is. Doesn't matter. But I'm just giving you just wait for some 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Okay, then that's it. It's not essential. Let it be. It will wait for 6 seconds. It basically doesn't matter to give it, but just to, I don't want to leave it as it is, so hence I've used it. Okay, that's it, guys. So everything is ready now. So I'm debugging. Finished. Finished, guys. Everyone.
So Samir, once we configured everything, and if our containers got changed, means might be there is some files in that
If you want, you can. If
input 3.
you want container name to be given there, don't use a parameterization for the sync. You have to hard code it in such a case. If different container names has to be given every time, then how can you take the same sequence?
No, in the same container, if right now what we did, we we didn't keep anything in input 3, right?
Oh.
And do it as is. So if in case in future,
Hmm.
if there is some file like in input 3, so will it work?
Definitely work. Why not? This
Because
entire whole logic is based on the source only, na? If the source is having the data, then perform the action. If the source is not having the data, then don't perform the action. Am I right? Everything is executed, guys. See here. Go to the sync.
but in the for each we haven't kept anything in that input 3, means sorry, in that true.
What you have not keep, what you have not put.
We did everything in that false in for each activity, right?
What is a sync container? So source container, we have done it. See, output 1 is created, output 2 is created. See, guys, output 3 is not created. Output 1 has the 4 files, output 2 has the 2 files, but there is no output 3. Okay, do you have output 3 here? No, but here I have we had 3. What is it? You have it container, just check it here. Input 1, input 2, input 3. Clear, everyone? Yes, guys? That's it for the day. So I'm just ending up the class. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Sir,
Samir,
you
just
said
Huh?
debit card also it will be possible to creating Azure account, but I am trying to multiple cards, but it is not working out.
Huh?
Debit card,
It will create it after these many days, huh? Hello?
which bank it is workouts?
Use some Axis Bank or ICICI Bank. Which debit card you're using?
HDFC.
HDFC should work, huh? Why it's not working?
It is debit card, that's the reason I think.
No. HDFC card will work definitely. It will work. It
No,
works.
somewhere my ICICI card also it's not the debit card. It will taking only credit card.
My subscription, this was on the debit card right now. You know that?
Which one you are using?
What I am teaching you,
Uh,
the subscription is on the debit card, not on the credit card.
but I have
Which
used
bank
ICICI
you are
and
using?
HDFC also.
Huh?
ICICI I
bank you are
used at HDFC also I used it, but it's not work.
No, it's not
Only-
working. Huh?
Not working. Only it's taking credit card.
Might be they have changed some rules. I'll update you. I'll check and let you know on this. Debit card or credit card, anything. Okay?
So,
Hi Samir.
Yeah, hi. Please.
Yesterday actually I have attended one interview and they said they asked me one question, means like for this pipeline only. They said if you have 100 tables in your source location
Hmm.
and you just need 10 files in that sync location,
Uh,
so how you will configure that?
if you have 100,
You just need 10 tables from 100 tables. So how you will
how you
configure?
have to compact that 100 tables data into the 10 tables?
So I don't know that. They just asked me that question.
You have to ask them this one, no?
What?
Whether you want to compact all the data of the 100 tables into 10 tables, or you want only 10 tables. If only 10 tables you want, you can pass off a condition. Just now you can use the if condition. Okay,
Okay.
you can use that way, or you can use it some other way to make out that one. So that you have to ask them immediately with that question also.
Actually, I was not aware about it, so that's why I had asked you.
Mhm. No problem, no
Yeah,
issues.
no problem. Thanks.
Thank you.